Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into your daily read. This is going to be for Wednesday, March 8th, 2023. I do want to sincerely thank you so much for joining me for this reading. But as we proceed, as always, do keep in mind this is a general reading, so just simply take what resonates and discard the rest. But as you can see, we will begin by pulling from the Flowers of the Night Oracle and then pull some tarot to proceed. But the overall message I channeled for us for this Wednesday, the flow of a master. The flow of a master. There's a sense of you, a feeling that you are floating through this day a bit angelically, getting things checked off your to-do list. Don't be surprised if you get more done than you plan to or expect. I do feel as if it's a very well-spoken day where you could be thinking about one, if not multiple, connections of importance, even if they're quite new to your life. I do feel like people are thinking about you left and right. All right. However, that's coming through for you individually. It could be due to social media, due to just spirit at work, putting thoughts in people's heads. I do feel like it could be due to being energetically connected to somebody or multiple people. But I do feel like even though there is this flow about you and you doing things quite well throughout the day and getting a lot done, you might need to remind oneself to slow it down a little bit, all right? Whether it's a moment of, they're saying stuttering, stumbling on your words a little bit. It could be a clumsy moment or two, or just feeling a little bit anxious. There's a need to, relax. There's a need to pace oneself, all right? It feels like you will get a lot done either way throughout this Wednesday, and everything will get done how and when it's meant to, period. So there's no need to rush. Let's do some shuffling. What do we have for Wednesday? Coming out, devotion. Look at that. So I feel like there's romantic thoughts throughout this day, or sexual thoughts even, or both. I do feel like your devotion to a project, a business, a job, a company, you name it. Obviously, it could be more than one thing for you, but there is a sense of you being very devoted to something, and this is working to your advantage. And it's very obvious that you care about something, or that person. It could be a relationship naturally that you're devoted to. But it feels like your commitments are taking a highlight, your intentions. And I feel like you're thinking about someone else's intentions, and just asking oneself, is this something that is going to benefit me moving forward? Interesting. Or continue to. The celebration card, love it. So I do feel like this is a day where you have reasons to celebrate success. All right, achievement came out in the first attempt to get this reading done, but I do feel like something's blossoming quite nicely. You're blossoming. It feels like you're taking care of oneself in between it all, allowing for oneself to rest in moments of feeling a little bit overwhelmed will help immensely. All right. I do feel like anything that needs to be attempted multiple times, I know for me it's going to be getting readings done. It will get done quite nicely and in a very purposeful manner in the end. So just trust that. They're saying trust the process. That could be coming through in more than one way for you. But I'm hearing celebrate your own growth. Celebrate your own growth. I do feel like you made the right choice, however that is applying to your situation, coming through for you, whether it was a tower moment you caused. It could have been more so a choice to follow through with something. It could have been a change, an adjustment, switch up, you name it. You most likely know exactly what that is for you, even when watching this. But I do feel like this is a day that reminds you through levels of celebration that you need to be awarding oneself, right? Giving yourself that chance to a very Three of Cups vibe, to be happy in the moment of success, in the moment of accomplishing and flowing through this day like a master once again. It reminds you that you made the right choice, all right? And even moments of peace, all right? That will help you immensely. Okay, one more. Protection. It's a day that reminds you you're protected moving forward, but I feel like there's a sense of you wanting to protect who or what you are devoted to, and is leaving you with a sense of celebration and success all the meanwhile. Love it. Love it. Let's continue. Yeah, look at that death. I do feel like there's thoughts of one, if not multiple, past tower moments, and that could, of course, be once again what you're being proven right in regards to. Okay, that decision. even if it was a split decision, a quick one, or very spontaneous. I feel like there were spirits in the midst of that decision, okay, or leading up to it. Let's do some shuffling and pull from the Mystic Mondays. I'm just going to pull right from the middle. Alrighty, let's see here. The Star card, beautiful. So it just feels like there's a focus on the fact that you are, they're saying shimmering star, somebody who helps other people shine in their own individual way, even though things don't feel perfect. There's a sense of you being able to just flow through this day at times in a bit of an effortless way, even when even in moments where you have to put in a lot of effort, it feels quite natural to get something done, even if you have to attempt multiple times. I do feel like there's a focus on you needing to celebrate the fact that there's a wish fulfillment on the horizon. It reminds me of the reading for Tuesday where I mentioned a ship coming in and it's well deserved. And I feel like it's the same thing. All right. This day again highlights the fact that you can continuously allow for and even push for your dreams and goals, wishes to evolve and even be replaced, changed, right? Giving you're continuously changing on a core level, on a soul level, and that should be celebrated in and of itself. But it doesn't, there isn't a set plan, right? There isn't a set, it's not set in stone, excuse me. So allow for oneself to have that wiggle room and just adjust your goals, your dreams, your wishes, or remember them throughout this day and moving forward. It feels like there's a depth to what you desire. And I want to say the depth of a connection is going to be highlighted for more than one reason. Somebody's purpose is what I'm hearing is tied to yours. Okay. We have the Four of Wands. It's a day where look at that, you're being protected. At times it might feel like that's not the case, but you are. It feels like there's a level of things there's evidence of things falling into place for you, all right? 712, look up that angel number meaning, 712. But I feel like at times you're thinking about restrictions, all right? But Spirit's saying everything's temporary, and that's a reminder that needs to come through for the majority drawn to the reading. The Two of Wands in reverse, it's an interesting day where you're thinking about what you desire, what you wish for, and even potentially getting closer to figuring out what that is for some. But there isn't really thoughts of what you don't have per se. It feels like you just kind of are flowing through the day and in the moments and in being one with the present moment for the most part, to the point where you're not longing for, there isn't a mindset of lack. And that's beautiful. And that's going to help you manifest more so moving forward. They just showed this celebration word here being replaced with gratitude. Love it. Love it. It feels like things are working out for you better than you can even see at times. But then it's almost as if, say you do by accident or just even intentionally start to slip into a lack mindset. It's Spirit pushing you in that moment quite quickly to focus on what's thriving for you quite quickly or just efficiently, what's growing, what you should be celebrating. It's this feeling that you pretty much don't have a choice to stay in, or even, to stay in that lack mindset, all right? It feels like this is a day where you potentially will be running around, accomplishing a lot. But Spirit's saying that you don't need to stress over your finances due to you having the flow of a master, the flow of a master and being quite talented and one, if not multiple, important doors opening for you moving forward. You're golden, all right? Don't stress it. And don't fear what someone else is going to think. I feel like that came out in Tuesday's reading as well. But I do feel like look at that. Again, a ship coming in, a wish fulfillment, something to make things more productive and or easier / comfortable for oneself. I do feel like you're going to fit in with the situation. I feel like for a lot, this is a chance to make more money. And I feel like it's a day where money's coming in, period. Even if you don't expect there to be. But I feel like there's just thoughts of what you left behind. A tower moment, of, again, if not multiple from the recent past, to lead towards more for oneself. All right, a sense of clarity coming in regards to when and how that ship's coming in, how it's going to look for you. But they're saying one thing at a time. All right, one thing at a time. It feels like the motivation is quite alive throughout this day. All right, look at that. The Eight of Pentacles for the left side, because I do feel like this is a very creative day at times. All right, and I do feel like you're putting in the work and seeing that pay off for oneself quite nicely. And I feel like people are honoring your name, however that's coming through for you. But look at that, the Seven of Wands. So I feel like this day does highlight the fact that you're protected spiritually, all right? Your ancestors is what I'm getting. But there's a sense of you as well needing to, on your way to, okay, financial freedom, on your way to success, towards more for oneself. You need to protect your energy because it feels like through it all, the wheel is turning in your favor. And so we just need to make sure we're feeling top notch. All right, you owe it to oneself. It's a beautiful day where you're thinking about connections, thinking about your success, all that should be celebrated at this time and moving forward. And it feels like due to your independence, you're receiving true levels of victory. And it feels like for some, it's a long time coming. All right, this is a day where you are finding oneself ultra successful and being rewarded by the universe because you have simply the flow of master. All right, so I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your Wednesday, and I'll see you next time.